So we're recording. Yeah, walking back from the medical center. Gonna have to hang on to my hat, I think, the way the wind is. Earlier today, my hat blew off. I think I have it on camera. I was chasing after my hat, blowing across the road. Big truck coming right at it. Man, I'm glad the driver saw me. This is a rude wind. Old man Winter's really trying to hang on. Blanketed the whole town in snow this morning. In 2 more days, I'm heading to the city. I'll be getting an ultrasound again. It's frustrating. You know, they determined that my gallbladder had enlarged 4 inches. But the problem was they could not detect any presence of gallstones. They were concerned that some other factor might be involved, something else may be causing this. I Googled what may be causing the gallbladder to enlarge, and it didn't look pretty. I'll just leave it at that. Don't want to get into all the different things that cause a gallbladder to enlarge, but it isn't just gallstones. And I apologize to my doctor because at the time I was distraught, you know, and not really that receptive. I acted like a child, really. And that's what happens when men are in extreme pain. They behave weird. And so anyway, because he didn't want to take out my gallbladder, and I'm like, why not? I mean, we already have the proof, right? It's 4 inches enlarged. But he warned me. He said, you know, it may not necessarily be your gallbladder. I mean, it could be any number of things. But after I looked it up and studied it, that causes the gallbladder to enlarge like that, to that extent, it could be pancreas. It could be, you know, well, anyway, I said I was not going to get into it. But, so, no gallstones. I'm hoping that they find gallstones this time, because then they'll have a reason to operate. You know, generally they don't like to remove something from your body unless they know absolutely that this is what is causing the problem. That's logical, you know. And I have my doctor to thank for being logical, you know. Of course, my wife, she just wants to see the gallbladder removed. It's broken, she says. Windy day. She could be right, but I respect my physician's view in this, because you know, he's very experienced. He's been at it for a long time, and you know, it's just logical. You know, his view is rational. It'd be really a shame to have to remove an organ when it didn't have to be removed. know what I'm saying? I've never been cut open. I've never had anything removed from my body before. I know it's supposed to be a very simple surgical procedure. Man, it's cold. So, there it is. If it's going to be removed, I don't know what they're going to decide at the hospital. Or if it's just, you know, strictly the ultrasound. It's getting expensive, all these journeys. Somebody has to foot the bill, you know. I don't like making taxpayers foot the bill, but you know, that's another thing. I wish that Albertans really understood about taxes. Because as a fellow taxpayer, and I'm still a taxpayer, and I'll probably always be a taxpayer, you know, one way or another. As a fellow taxpayer, I was really shocked to learn how that our taxes don't build better roads, you know, they don't build bigger hospitals, they don't build better education systems. I mean, I understand maybe our local municipal taxes help pay for schools, all right, municipal, but provincial and federal tax, essentially, and I really want my fellow Albertans to hear this. I want them to listen to me carefully on this, because it's really shocking. So, if you're an Albertan, I hope you're sitting down, because I want you to research it and find out yourself, like I had to. Your tax dollar, every tax dollar that you pay the provincial and federal government goes up the inflationary chimney flue before it even sees the light of day. Do you understand that it is basically burned in an incinerator to offset inflation? That's the bottom end of it, okay? That is where your tax dollar goes. It does not build hospitals or roads or any of these real nice things that they tell us it does. It does no such thing. Those things are established on a deficit, okay? And your tax dollar is burned just to keep value in the money. It's not used for paying those things. That's pretty depressing when you really think about it. But I'm telling you the truth, okay? Your tax dollars don't pay for those things. I used to think that my tax dollars paid for those people on social services. No, they never did. Every tax dollar I ever paid, you know, as a property owner, as an income earner, never went to pay for those things. No, it went in the incinerator. That's where it went, to offset inflation. That's the honest truth, brothers and sisters, fellow Albertans. That's the truth. You heard it here first, probably. God bless you. So here I am, waiting for my taxi. Get ready to head out to Grand Prairie. Head north. Looks like the beginnings of a beautiful day. I'm trying to get the zoom here on some of the snow that's left behind from the recent snowfall we've had. It's all melting away again. Doesn't change my position. There will be snow. There will be more snow. Waiting for my cab.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. Or maybe I should make that neighbor.
What?
I said, or maybe I should make that neighbor. Careful, you might find yourself on camera. I'm doing a presentation here. I do video presentations on YouTube and Facebook, advertising or promoting the little town of Fox Creek.
Good luck.
I don't need luck.
Too far away.
This town is growing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it looks really nice out there on the horizon. All those towers. I don't know if you can see those towers there. We've got huge microwave towers, you know. This is the thing. Like, we're situated right at what we call the Northern Gateway. The only road to Alaska actually is the highway that takes us here. That's why we had to double the highway, the Alaskan Highway. It's not really the north, it's the gateway to the north. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it is the north. I mean, it's still northern Alberta, but it's sort of like the southernmost edge of northern Alberta. Yeah, I hope my taxi makes it here. It's a bit of a wait. Just talking to one of my neighbors. Another one of the oil patch workers going off to work. Yeah. Lots of work here. There's no question about it. There's lots of work here. Anybody in Alberta that's looking for work can find it here. Yeah. So, anyway, there it is. We have all these, the AGT tower here. It covers quite a bit of area. And, you know, like in this modern day of technology, we are not at all limited when it comes to internet access or, you know, any of those technological creature comforts, because, well, you know, I just hate wearing it out, but we're living in an oil town. Yeah, I told the taxi cab driver that I needed him to be in the parking lot at 6:30 a.m. I don't know precisely if I don't think I have the clock set on this, no. It does have a clock in it, but silly me, you know, I never seem to get these things configured, yet I'm supposed to be a techie guy. But, well, I hope my taxi cab driver gets here soon. I did tell him the parking lot, but maybe he forgot. Maybe I should take a little hike to the front of the building and look for him there. I don't know. Lots of oil workers, all getting ready, you know, to go to work in the morning. It's 6:30 a.m. Just letting you know. This is what the situation looks like at 6:30 a.m. Well, it doesn't look like he's out front. It would be hilarious if he didn't show up. No, it wouldn't be hilarious. I have an appointment. I have to be there at 9:30. So, well, there's another oil worker. Told him to meet me in the parking lot. I don't know if the camera caught that truck, but the orange banner on the truck, that's La Prairie Group. And I did a little bit of work for them, you know, through contracting. It's interesting, actually. I do have some heritage, I guess you could say. The culverts between this town and Little Smoky I worked on. Oh, there he is going that way. Maybe he's checking to see if I'm there. That's the taxi driver. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he went to grab a sandwich or something first. The culverts underneath the highway, the roads where the water flows through, I worked on those, and a good many of those you can stand right up in and walk all the way through the culvert. I had to build forms and help pour cement for what they call fish baffles, which control the water flow through the culverts. Yeah, and I also worked on the 2 bridges construction, on the 2 bridges between here and Little Smoky, and help build that. And it's very interesting because they use a totally different type of cement when they build a bridge. It's a slow setting type of cement, and you have to keep it wet, you have to keep it damp or it'll develop cracks, so you have to be very careful with that. And you have to keep spraying it down with water so that it doesn't set too fast. That was also my job. Plus I did flagging on the highway, so I did a little bit of highway work, highway construction, and some security work. But I do have my signature in one of those fish baffles, written into the cement. So yeah, a little heritage. I actually helped, build some of my province. I worked on some of the highways. I've done a lot of things, actually. Worked on many jobs, and a little bit on the road construction, a little bit in forestry, a little bit in the oil field. Yeah, that's right. I worked, paid my taxes. See, that's why I guess it's so important for me to try to, let people know some facts about our system, our government, the reality. And one of those facts that sticks in my craw is where our tax dollar is going. When I discovered that my federal and provincial tax dollar wasn't going to build better roads, wasn't going to, make better houses. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, all that forest out there, I think that's just gorgeous. I think that's just beautiful. Even the way it is, you should see it when the leaves finally come out in the spring. See, it's not spring. That's I keep trying to tell people, it isn't spring yet. It's, we're in the transition between winter and spring. That's why there's still a lot of snow on the ground. It's kind of all covered. I don't know if you can make it out here, but the snow is kind of covered in dirt, because as it melts, all the dirt that's settled on the snow. Oh, that might be my taxi right there. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, there it is. There's my taxi. I don't know if I can get it, but yeah, that's the man. Okay. There it is, folks. I'm in Grand Prairie. It was a successful voyage. I was in the best hands.
And you're out of there before your appointment.
And I'm out of here before my appointment even was supposed to start. In the hands of expertise, taxi cab driver. I can't lose. Beautiful.
Worked out pretty good, didn't it?
Yep. Best taxi cab driver in all of Fox Creek. How can I lose? Here it is. The taxi cab driver recommended home-style cooking here in this motel here in Grand Prairie. He says the food in this place is excellent. So I'm taking his word for it because I know that Roy would have good taste. So here we are at home-style cooking, and we're going to sample the ware.